Hello everybody, welcome to another thrilling instalment of Mystery Views Card Review. Hello and welcome. So I'm going to do about 5 reviews today. No doubt most of you will have seen the playing cards already on other reviews, but hey ho, I'm doing one. I might not be able to put any reviews up in the next week or so with work, etc, etc. So I thought I'd do 5 today of a couple of my favourite decks and a couple of decks that I've not actually seen as yet. So first one we're going to do is this beauty, one of my favourite decks, Vintage Plaid. Glorious, glorious tuck box. That is the seal that is normally obviously on there, but I didn't like it on there because it was covering the design, and I peeled it off really carefully and stuck it on a blank part of the box. And as you can see, I've left the cellophane on as well. It says D&D Playing Card Company. One of the few decks of D&D playing cards I've got. I do have them in the blue colour as well. Focus, you fuck. There you go. And fine playing cards for gentlemen. Quite why they're in my collection, I don't know. And then the bottom is just some of their advertising stuff. That's the tuck box. I don't think I'm going to use this camera angle much. I've got to really lean into the camera to get close-ups. And Plaid number 1. Because it's not focusing very well. Balls. Fuck it. Hang on. Okay, back again. Oh, bad luck is bad play, and as you can probably make out there, the texturing of the tuck box. It's kind of a debossed feel, very nice. There we go. And the design goes back into the tuck box as well. Beautiful tuck box. Understated, but definitely very elegant. Cards, you get a mint julep recipe card. Tells you how to make it, as every gentleman should know how to make a mint julep for his ladies as he's wooing them. I'll just give him rehypnol, but there you go. Art of play. Ad card, because obviously we don't know where they came from. And there is the back design. Oh yes. For some reason, this is probably meant, reminds me of picnic baskets back in the 50s. Jokers. Joker number 1. And Joker number 2. Very nice. The number cards, they're a little bit lighter than your bicycle standards. Pips have been redesigned, a little bit more elongated. They just look a little bit different from the norm. Face cards, picture cards, whatever you want to call them. Standard-ish, but they're not quite standard. There's something about them which just moves them away from the standard face card. Very nice. I think it might be this, just little changes of colour in them. And the Ace of Spades is yeah, there's little sort of flashes of green and stuff on them, isn't there? That just give them a little bit of a different feel. Very nice. The Ace of Spades, well, you know, it's okay. Let's have a look at the air cushion finish. If you can pick up on that. Maybe not. And that's it. Nothing, or nothing, there's no K in nothing. Nothing outstanding overall. However, it's just a glorious deck of cards. Really, really nice jokers. I suppose that would be the outstanding thing, particularly that stag. I do like the drawing on that. The design of these is just phenomenal. Beautiful, beautiful cards. If you're a flourisher, I would imagine you've got these in your collection already, because they're a phenomenal deck of cards to use for flourishing. Not that I'm very good at flourishing. As you can see, I haven't practiced that for a bit. But glorious, glorious cards. Whatever you do with them, they look great. I've not used these a great deal, so they're still a little bit it's going so well. Tits. So as I said, lovely set of cards. If you haven't got them in the collection, you should have. These are the version 2s. The version 1s, see the pips? Version 1s have a diagonal. The pips going diagonally like that. And again, this is my seal. Well, it's their seal, but I've put it there. So, I really like these cards, close to perfect deck. I was mentioning that to somebody in the comment section on one of the other videos, asked if he had a perfect deck. Because generally speaking, we'll normally like something about most decks of cards, or most, sorry, I'll rephrase that, we will normally like most things about a deck of cards, but in fucking hell. But I always find there's always something, just one little thing maybe sometimes, where it takes it away from being a perfect deck. And on these cards it would be the Ace of Spades. But that's the only thing that with these cards that I'm not a big fan of. I'm not normally a fan of cards with no border, or borderless cards. But with these, they just look so nice. It really doesn't matter that they don't have a border. Handling wise, Pharaoh really easily. Giant fan, bom, bom, bom. All good. I obviously don't handle cards like Dan and Dave. They do their own videos on handling, tutorials, their DVDs. So you can see these cards in action. Way, way better than I could ever do them credit. But Dan and Dave, vintage plaids, awesome, awesome decks of cards. Highly recommended. They're not overly expensive. Fucking hell. They're not overly expensive, but you still don't want to throw them on the floor. Practice, practice, practice. What the Hey, is that your card? Probably not. Oh, there you go, there's the ace of spades. So yeah, so to my mind that could be, I don't know, it's alright. But not the most enthralling of aces of spades. Overall though, fantastic deck of cards. Really recommend getting some if you don't already. They do handle nicely. So yeah, that's my review folks on Vintage Plaids by Dan and Dave. I shall see you all next time. Oh, that's not right, is it? Thank you all for watching. Take care. I'll see you all next time with something else. Hopefully the video will be a bit better than this.